With 10 beekeepers in discussion, there will be 20 answers. I work with the 21st answer. I dare to be different. I call this the tech method.
G'day Beaks and Beaks to be. Are you curious about learning more about beekeeping?
When I met Alan through my local beekeeping club, I knew nothing about bees.
So we're checking honey stickies that we've extracted, and as you can see here on the tag, the 2nd of the 2nd was the last time that we checked them. We generally check them 7 days apart. So we're going to open this one up now and check to see what wax moth or small hive beetle grub has started to rear or hatch in the supers. Holy weaver, what have we got here?
Subscribe to learn more.
Look at the size of those greater wax moth grubs. They're just about ready to go into a cocoon, or some of you look here, look on the side here. Just point over to where they are lying.
So all these?
All these along here are all cocoons where those large wax moth grubs and that will now develop into moths. And they're similar to worms, that they're not a female and a separate male. They're both female and male, so they can start laying eggs again.
So as you pull across this webbing here, you can see the number of wax moth grubs that have developed just over the last 7 days. And the thing you've got to look out for is the fact that small hive beetle, in terms of size, the larvae of the small hive beetle are much smaller than this, and they are more of a white. Yes, these are darker.
Yep, the wax moth is a darker grey colour, whereas the small hive beetle is more white.
And the small hive beetle leave more of a mess, whereas these guys leave more of the webbing, as you can't miss. Yeah. So we'll have to go through all these frames, and some look pretty similar.
This particular frame has got pollen and honey that's been extracted in it. The 3 of these, boy, holy
look at
weird.
that.
Just look at the amount of webbing and the amount of adult wax moth grubs. Right in here, look, as you can see here, there's quite a few cocoons that will hatch into the adult moths very, very shortly, if something wasn't done about it. The reason why we do it out on the grass is because the ants will kill all the wax moth grubs. If you look in the centre of the picture and to the right, you'll see the ants getting stuck into the grubs.
Please like, subscribe and comment.
Right, now see that hole there and the one above it? There's one there and there's one there. That's holes that have been bored through the timber by these greater wax moth grubs. All areas inside the supers have got to be checked for the cocoons and removed. And here's the number of cocoons that have been removed from the frames.
The bees will repair any holes that the wax moth makes in the frames of foundation or drawn comb, and will be replaced with drone comb.
With wax moth, the wax moth eggs can be laid in the cells at any time, and they can stay dormant for over 12 months. And when the conditions are right, they just explode and hatch, and this is a result of those conditions that are right. All areas inside the supers have got to be checked for the cocoons and removed. And here's the number of cocoons that have been removed from the frames and the super. It's like bean picking. It doesn't matter how many times you look at the frames, you'll always find more wax moth grubs. This particular frame here has had a lot of pollen in it, and you can see how the frame has been destroyed. We'll experiment with this particular one and mark it and see how the bees repair it. Right, now see that hole there and the one above it? There's one there and there's one there. That's holes that have been bored through the timber by these greater wax moth grubs. These frames, after they've been checked, will go back onto the hives within the next 3 or 4 days for the bees to put honey in. The reason why we do it out on the grass is because the ants will kill all the wax moth grubs. If you look in the centre of the picture and to the right, you'll see the ants getting stuck into the grubs. Yeah, I won't get that, I'll get a bit over here.
Yep.
In this particular super and the other supers that we've checked, we've found no small hive beetle larvae or grubs. And the reason for that is that all the supers are blown out with a blower. The bees are blown out on site, and you don't get any small hive beetle laying eggs in these particular frames.
Please like, subscribe and click the bell to my channels. Thanks for watching all Aussie content.